Let's call this what it is. You say you're burned out, but if we're being honest, you're bored. I know that might sound harsh, but I've seen this pattern again and again and again, especially with successful founders, operators, and creators. They hit this point where everything looks fine on the outside. Revenue is steady, team is solid, content's posting, deals are closing, but inside, it's a flat line. Not chaos, just a quiet shrinking. And they tell me, I think I'm burned out. But when we dig deeper, what they're really saying is, I feel nothing right now. I don't really care about what I'm doing. That's not burnout. That's boredom. Let's make a distinction here. Burnout is your body saying, I can't. Boredom is your soul saying, I don't want to. And they can look exactly the same from the outside. Low motivation, chronic fatigue, procrastination, dread, that sluggish feeling that every single day is just a loop. But the cause is different, and so is the cure. Let me tell you about a founder that I coached last year, okay? Mid-40s, exited for mid-seven figures, built a personal brand, launched a coaching business, had really solid content, okay? On paper, the dream. But he called me one afternoon. Here's what he said. Thinking about shutting everything down. I hate this. So I asked him why, and he said, it's just so repetitive. I know how to win this game. I just don't care anymore. That's when I knew. He wasn't burned out. He was under-challenged. He was bored. Here's what happens to the high performers out there. We spend years building with fire. Every single move is high stakes. Every decision is a test. Every win is earned. But then you make it. You stabilize, you build your machine, you systematize. And that's where it starts to feel numb. Because the aliveness that you once had came from the edge. And now, you're not on the edge anymore. So let's talk about the signs, okay? There's 3 clues that you're probably bored and not burned out. Number 1, you're low energy, but you're still functional. Burnout usually leads to breakdown, missed deadlines, health issues, collapse. But boredom, you're still doing everything. You're just disconnected from it. You check the boxes, you take the calls, you post the content, but you're really not in it. Number 2, you're fantasizing about drastic change. Burned out people, they want rest. Bored people, they want escape. If your first instinct is blow it up, move to a new city, start something radically different, that's not exhaustion. That's a craving for aliveness. Number 3, you're doing more to feel something. You stack projects, you tweak offers, you add pressure. Not because it's strategic, but because you're hoping it's going to make you feel alive again. Spoiler alert, it won't. You're adding motion to mask meaninglessness. Now look, sometimes boredom is the gateway to burnout. If you ignore this for too long, you will exhaust yourself. But the sooner you can admit the boredom itself, the sooner you can do something about it. So what can you do about it? Here's the part that's going to pretty much challenge you, okay? Because the answer, it's not necessarily more action, it's more alignment. You have to rebuild that edge, but in a way that doesn't really destroy your foundation. So here's a 3-part framework that I use with clients. Number 1, audit for repetition. Look at your week, look at your life. Where are you stuck in loops? Is it the same content formula, the same client calls, the same Slack notifications? You can't really feel new if nothing is ever new. Pick one area to break the pattern. Introduce a very small, deliberate disruption. Number 2, inject challenge without chaos. You don't need to start a new company, but you do need a new edge. Pick something that stretches you emotionally or creatively. Launch a workshop with zero script. Do a video series where you speak but without notes. Say the thing online that you are scared to say. Boredom dies when risk enters the room. Number 3, reconnect to meaning, not metrics. What do you actually care about right now? Not what looks good, not what scales, not what monetizes easily. What would make you proud to have made? If you lost all your followers tomorrow, what would you still want to say? That's your real signal. Let me end with this. You're not broken. You're not lazy. You're not even failing. You've just outgrown the game that you were playing. And that's not burnout. That's evolution. And now it's time to design the next level, but with intention. So the next time you say, I'm burned out, pause. Ask yourself, am I tired or am I just uninspired? There's a difference, folks, and that difference is everything. Subscribe for more videos like this. No hustle, no hype, just honest conversations for high performers building something quieter, deeper, and truer.